Welcome everyone to the broadcast. It is so good to have you all here on this Thursday evening. This Thursday's broadcast. We're playing some more Final Fantasy XIV tonight, continuing our journey as Astrologian from level 60 to level 90. We're level 66 right now. Normally I'm playing Black Mage, normally I'm playing Summoner, normally I'm playing some kind of DPS class, but right now I'm healing. I'm healing my brains out. Just in dungeons, in trials, in general. And it's actually quite fun. I'm really enjoying the Astrologian gameplay style. The toolkit is quite deep, and it's going to be even better when I get to experience the true Astrologian feeling of having the class entirely reworked in a matter of 4 short weeks. So, 5 short weeks? Onward, we continue. I hope you're all having a fantastic week so far. I'm taking next week off and I am looking forward to it. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Taking it off from work, but not from streaming. I'll be live next week. Who's counting? No one's counting. And I'm always counting. Five short weeks, 4 short weeks until the expansion, and then everything I learned about Astrologian just goes right out the window. But in the meantime, we can enjoy ourselves. Hello, Napsy. Welcome. Just want to get that real Astrologian experience, immerse myself in the class, so to speak. I need to spend my Moogle tomestones. I have like 50 of those bad boys, and I need to actually buy something with them. Alright. Let's begin. One more day. Oh. It feels so good. It's like so close and yet so far away at the same time. For my vacation to begin. I'm excited. I'm gonna kick my feet up. Dip my toes in the infinity pool. Have a glass of champagne. Sounds nice. Alright. Let's see. Pause. Wait, nope. Play the game. Click the play button. Then we pause this. Then we switch scenes. Admiring my brand new shoes from yesterday that finally really complement the outfit. Small detail that nobody would have ever noticed, but I noticed. I was wearing these shoes that were way too formal for the rest of the outfit. You know, the rest of the outfit's very casual, right? But I had really formal shoes on, they just didn't go. So I got less formal shoes. I got some loafers, some little tassels on them. They look great. I need to see how much I need to dye them. So I was playing around with like... Oh, these aren't the tasseled ones. They have little, they do have a little lip at the top. I was playing around with like this color brown. Something like a dark brown. Show me the rest of the gear. There we go. It looks good. Like this dark brown actually looks better. The cobalt brown dye. That looks better. We could alternatively go with the pink. Right, match the scarf. What kind of shoes do I prefer? If I'm just going out, I prefer boots. I'll be honest. I have some nice pairs of boots that I like to throw on. All my gear is level 50. That's level 60. All of this is level 50? 60, 60. Okay, this is all 60. Good. My weapon is level 57. Do I have any Tims? I don't have any Tims, no. All of my boots are from Fluvog. Fluvog. Look it up. F-L-U-E-V-O-G. That's where I buy all of my shoes from. Not all of them, but most of them. Flubog. Yes, exactly. That's precisely what I said. I'm glad you're listening. You're playing again as a new character on Dynamis? Well, I hope you enjoy yourself. If you enjoy a brand new character on Dynamis. Cobalt brown dye. I don't own any Tims. $900G for 5? That means you can buy it somewhere. It means you can buy it off a vendor somewhere. Almost tempted to transfer to Dynamis. Been trying to get a large... You've been trying to get a large all expansion. You're talking about a house. A large house. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoy yourself on the brand new server, and it's everything you ever wanted. Selling one item. What item are you selling? Madam. Practically max level all jobs there if you wanted to. You could do that. Are you going to? Will you? I guess I could theoretically put all of these things I've been hanging onto in my retainers into my glamour dresser. Theoretically. So, wait, which of you has my dyes? You have my dyes. So I have metallic orange, silver, 4 different shades of green, 3 different shades of blue, red and purple. Depends if it changes with the new expansion. Yeah, that's a very prudent answer, I think. I don't think they'll take away the boost. I mean, you might lose it after a particular point in time. Like, you get to, say, level 90, and then the boost is gone. That's probably the extent of it, if that's what you mean. Remove it all together? No, there's no way. That will also mean learning all the healing mechanics, yes? That's right. All the healing mechanics. All the tanking mechanics. All the DPS mechanics. Every class. How committed are you? Let's do this. Let's get this show on the road. It's time. What are you gonna do with all that space, Sketch? Large houses are large. Do you have a ton of furniture that you're just waiting to show off? You have large needs. Okay. 0 elaboration. All right. You got you. Lady Glam. Oh, it's the one and only Lady Glam. It's one of those bucket things on your list that you have to do? Oh, I see. You must do it because you've committed to yourself that it will be done. I can respect that. Oh, machinists. Oh, little machinists. You don't think bucket lists have needs? What do you think a bucket list is, man? It's like the things I need to do before I kick the bucket. Do you think the things on the bucket list are, like, optional? These are things I might do before I kick the bucket. Yeah, because like, I'm gonna save it for later, you know? You're right, you just do it next time. Don't worry about the achieving the things on your bucket list in this lifetime. Just do it in the next one. Just wait for that. You just didn't waste away days and days of crafting and market manipulation for all this guild to not get a large. So, what is standing between you and having a large right now? Is it just that there's no availability? Is that the issue? Domino.
54 Twitch watch streaks of support. Sharper one shot, sharper one shot, sharper.
Domino. Domino, thank you very much for the 54-month resubscription. 54 years, 54 decades, 54 eons of support. Appreciate that very much. You don't have to stand over here with me. You can not do that. Not take damage there, buddy. Thank you. It's just the lottery. Anytime there's a large, you have to compete with 150 people. Got it. You want 150? You want 54 eons? There's only one. There's only the one eon. So, if you want 54 more of her, it's going to require a lot of weird experimental science. I'm not sure I'm ready for that. I don't think the world is ready for that. You saved up enough money for the large just before they made the lottery change. If they still had the old system, you could just walk up and buy one. That's right. Yeah, exactly. Now other people get a chance to buy stuff too. It's pretty crazy. I know. I'm looking at my tank's HP slowly go up and I'm thinking to myself, why is that happening? And then I remembered that you have like a passive regen in this game that persists even when you're in combat. Dan to Lion. The spirit. Did we not? We didn't do all the things. We missed a thing. Just going in. I feel like our machinist is always bringing up the rear. I don't know what's going on with that. He's very busy. It's fine. You can let me take care of that. I don't mind. Oh, these over here. Okay. Okay. Peyo, no. Don't die, buddy. I've been in a lot of groups where the... Oh, okay then. Black Nebula, 30k, instant death, kills everybody, fantastic. Good. Hello, Strawberry. My stream's live over on YouTube today. I figured out the technical difficulties if you wanted to watch it there. Twitch chat has popped out and the watching is happening on the YouTube. Nice, nice. Most of the cool kids chat there, so you want to be a cool kid. This is Strawberry Sundays. The definition of a cool kid wants to be a cool kid. One too many orbs. Thank you. I don't think so. Domina, thank you for gifting that subscription to Strawberry Sundays. I appreciate that. Thank you for that support, Domina. It's very generous of you to do that. You gotta take him out of that thing, dude. you gotta drag him out of that. There you go, thank you. Otherwise he gets huge and then he one-shots us with Black Nebula. Boom. Boom. No, Peo Rayo. Don't worry, I'll save you, buddy. We got this. The new graphics are already added in the game. No, they're coming with the expansion, which launches in about a month. So if you're looking for the new graphics, you gotta wait a little bit. Actually, it's not a month, it's 28 days. Look at this person that got the early access. That's a big old self-report right there, huh? Yikes. I should probably do that, actually. I should probably just buy the game, because I haven't bought it yet. I haven't bought the expansion. Actually, months are 28 days. There are months that are 28 days in length. Yes, that is true. Thank you, Sketch, for agreeing with me. I appreciate that. It's not going to go unnoticed. Alright? This year there were no 28-day months, that's correct. This year we had a 29-day month. Am I gonna offer you a promotion? Maybe, if you keep it up. You gotta make sure you continue to maintain at this level. Right, you gotta prove to me that you deserve the promotion before I can actually offer it to you. You're going on a trip next month, so probably no early access for you this time. Alright, Napsy, well, the game will still be there when you get back, and hope you really enjoy your trip. Thank you, Domina. Have a great day at work. Can't have that badge drop off. Domina is so generous. For some reason, Twitch said They will remove all your badges, but you have put your badges back on. Nice. Good. As well you should. And these cards are just not liking this Reaper. I keep having to give him pink cards. Uh-oh. No one's attacking the ads. Oh, the Reaper's on it. Yes, dude. Yes, dude. I have to make sure that the Reaper gets rewarded for his good behavior by giving him as many cards as I possibly can feed him. So I think one of them has actually made it in so far. Oh, almost missed that one. The Reaper got it though. There you go. Here's your reward. Shiny old spear card, just for you. Good job, team. I saw you. I saw you doing those mechanics there, Reaper. The only reason why we were able to kill that boss is because of you, so nice job. Poor Edda, her story is so messed up. What was that sound? Edda's story is really messed up. Yeah, it's actually very dark. Oh, it's just a weekend trip. Okay, good. You're gonna ask for some days off for early access, but your coworker asked first? Yeah, you should have planned ahead there, Sketch. Should have planned ahead. I'm a little disappointed that you didn't do that. Tell your coworker that you'll pay them for their days off. Is that how that works? Oh, I'm level 67. We made it. Just buy out your coworker's time off. Bribe them. I can't check my mail while I'm queued. Here's your coffee, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the coffee. I do appreciate that. I am a coffee lover, as regulars to the stream can attest. I will regularly drink coffee. I have also become a energy drink aficionado. I I have opinions about energy drinks in ways that I would never have expected that I would. Thank you, Sketch. You're the best secretary. You deserve a promotion. Make sure you keep up the good work, okay? Oh no! Oh no, we lost somebody. Can Nilla Wafer re-queue us? How many promotions am I handing out? I haven't given out any promotions yet. I'm just telling people that they deserve them. And to keep up the good work. You know, it's, there we go. Just motivating the staff. Do we still have the command for that document of the energy drinks? We do. You're asking me what the command is? I have no idea. I think it's exclamation point drinks or something like that. But, good luck. Godspeed. I think that's complete. I think Gagolian said that he went ahead and added all the drinks that we've tried out for that sheet. It should be something like 100. 100 or so drinks. I've drawn nothing but purple cards so far. The samurai is getting no buffs. No buffs from me. Never mind, I gave him the Yor. Oh, man. I'm doing my best here, okay? Listen. I have no control over what the cards reveal for you. Or don't reveal, as the case may be. Let's see. Everyone likes the Great Goobly Moobly? Great Gooble Library? That dungeon? It's a fun dungeon. It is. I do enjoy it. It's even better when my samurai pulls aggro. Gets hit a few times. That's good. That's good samuraiing right there. Spreadsheets give you PTSD. Wait, why? Why do spreadsheets give you PTSD? What situation were you in where the spreadsheet damaged your psyche? Jazz. The Jazz spreadsheets. Everyone's favorite, the Demon Tome. Are you ready? Do you know a lot of accountants, Loki? Is that what you're trying to say? You had to work with spreadsheets a lot once. Okay, got it. Got it. Oh, whoops. No! I'm too busy buffing people. Leave me alone. Ow. Uh-oh. No! Warrior! There we go. I got rid of all those debuffs, those dirty, dirty debuffs. Ugh. Oh, did I cancel that before I deployed Wheel of Fortune, everybody? Can that happen? Can you cancel Collective Unconscious so fast that it doesn't apply Wheel of Fortune? It's more fun when it comes out of the tome. Is it? I don't remember what hard mode in this dungeon even looks like. I honestly don't remember. Alright, what is it? Slash console? Slash hug? How do I get rid of that debuff? The meme debuff that those gremlins put on you. It's slash console? I got an error saying that slash console doesn't exist. So I don't think it was that. So, oh, slash comfort? Yeah, that must be it. It must be slash comfort. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe you got a bad server tick, yeah. Yeah, that happens a lot with this game. So I'm not surprised that it's possible to do that so fast that you don't get the effect that you should get. I'm just disappointed. Kind of like, I'm not surprised that that red mage ran in there and was attacked by all three of those things. I'm just disappointed. It's your Friday, you can't wait to play some of this tomorrow? Well, Loki, hopefully today passes by very quickly for you. Have a nice easy day at work on your Friday. Or is it Soothe? You don't heckin' know. I don't know either. So we're in the same boat. This one they made it instant along with Passage of Arms. Well, I'm pretty sure right there, I was the only one that had Wheel of Fortune. Is it emboldened? Hell yeah. Alright, let's see if we do this. We can do this mechanic properly. Who's it going to attach to? It's attached to the warrior. Oh, hard mode is the one with the owl boss. I remember now. That's a weird dungeon. Hard mode is the one with the weird owl boss as the last guy. And the mechanics on that fight are completely inscrutable to me. I honestly don't know what to do there. Yeah, he's like an owl sitting in a chair. Is it the boss of the glare mechanics? It's the last boss is like a bird in a chair. Or something. It's something in a chair. You fight him and he floats around. Does it have glare mechanics? Hell if I know. Alright, well that time it gave Wheel of Fortune to 3 of us, but not the 4th person. Okay, that's it. Yeah, so it seems like there's some kind of, like, tick involved there. It gave... I think what they made instant was that it looked like it gave Collective Unconscious the effect of the damage reduction to everybody instantaneously, but the regen it applies only applied to 3 people. So you have to cast that and wait just a little bit so that the effect can actually land. Before you move on, it looks like. Did anybody watch the State of Play today? I watched it, and I was surprised that, like, the thing that I saw that was the most exciting was that robot game. Astro Boy or something like that. The last thing that they showed. That was, like, the most exciting thing in the entire presentation. And don't get me wrong, Monster Hunter Wilds looked great. And there were some surprises in there. Like, I wasn't expecting to see a remake of Until Dawn. That was pretty out of nowhere. The OG PS5 tech demo. Yeah, that thing. It looked legitimately fun. It actually looked legitimately good. Lots of cameos, lots of things showing off the graphics, just real... It looked like real simple, enjoyable gameplay, you know? Just a good old time. Guys, come on. Let's act like it's not our first time here. Or maybe it is your first time here, I don't know. If he keeps zapping me with this laser, I was gonna say, is there anything bad that happens, or is he just trying to intimidate me? It drops books. The owl boss. And they do specific things, yes. Maybe that's it. I remember not liking that boss. Ooh, I got the big thing. Does he not instantly close the book? I don't remember. Okay, so he does not instantly close the book. He just keeps it open the entire time. Alright. Boom. Got that one. I'll go over here with the... Alright, so you're gonna go over with the tank? Okay, I'll go over here with the samurai. Why am I with the samurai? I have no idea, but that's where we are. That's great. Red Mage was like, look what I can do. I can zoom with the best of them. Nice job. Honestly, very impressive. Watch this. Zoom! Alright. Alright, we need one more over here. Come! Come. There we go. There we go. Yes. Just kill it. Just kill it before we have to do anything. Wait, did the pet drop? Oh, the pet dropped. Hello, Krillin. Just kill it? That's right. Just commit to it and kill it. Don't remember this owl at all? You must have only done this dungeon once or twice? Yeah. I have only done that dungeon once or twice, and the owl is the only thing I remember from it. How did I win that with a 57? Oh. Only one other person rolled, and they rolled a 15. Okay, got it. Here's your coffee, sir. Please consider me for assistant office manager next quarter. I'm going to consider you for assistant to the office manager, alright? But I do appreciate the coffee. Thank you. Assistant to the office manager. Alright, I've got more green dye. Fantastic. Commit, cowards! Oh, I don't know if I have that clip anywhere. I remember that day when I was fighting Innocence for the millionth time, and he was at less than 1% health, and he's just about to do that big attack where he flies through the center and kills you. Everybody runs for the edges, but not me, not the black mage. I'm standing there. I'm still casting my fire 4s, and I'm thinking to myself, if I get one more, I can do it. I can kill him. I ended up dying, but you know, we ended up winning anyway. So, whatever. It's all good. Worked out in the end. Promotion's a promotion. That is. I'm glad that you see it my way. I think it's dumb that you can't send cross-world mail. Not even asking for cross-data center mail, just cross-world mail. Apparently there's a lot of cross-world stuff they haven't figured out yet. Cross-world market board. Wouldn't that be nice? All the craftspeople are like, no, don't do that. I won't be able to make my millions of gil anymore. You almost wiped your leveling roulette because you tried to greed kill a boss at 0.4% when he did a pillar mechanic. Nice sketch. There you go. That's true commitment. I like that. Cross realm market board would be horrible. Why? Be horrible for the sellers maybe, but would be amazing for the buyers. Imagine never running out of things that you want to buy. And all the prices are the lowest they could possibly be. Oh. But you're right. You're right. They should keep them separate. That way I can continue to perform arbitrage across the data centers and make millions of dollars, millions of gil myself. For, like, no effort. So what mounts do I have? That was the wolf mount. No, that was the laner. Do I have all the laners? Are there 5 laners? Or there's 6 laners? White, Rose, Round, Warring, Suffolk. What am I missing? Wait. Bismarck, Ravana, Thordan, Sephiroth, Sophia? Oh, am I missing Zervan? I'm missing Zervan. You don't think the JP server folks would be too enthused? That's right. It's because they don't think about the little guy. That's right. I'm just looking out for all of the people out there that just want to buy things. You know? They want to get the most for their buck. Most bang for their gil, so to speak. We have to think about the seller bourgeoisie, think about our profit margins. Just gotta be really, really, really ahead of the curve, that's all. Alright, you think you're ahead of the curve now, you need to be even more ahead of the curve. Okay, you need to be thinking about the next curve ahead of that. And beyond. How do I make gil nowadays? I don't. I'm sitting on 30-something million. I don't need money right now. When the next expansion comes out, I might make some more millions of gil from, I don't know, harvesting. That's how I made all of my money so far. I harvested items that crafters needed, and I made millions and millions of gil, and then I just didn't need any more money for the entire expansion. But I didn't play the expansion, so that doesn't say a whole lot. When I was playing, let me go talk about Shadowbringers. When I was playing in Shadowbringers, how did I make money? Basically the same way. Let me think. I did a bunch of gathering. I sold stuff. I didn't ever make, like, gear or consumables because I made some food and some, but it never really sold very well. The materials were just too expensive to really, like, turn a profit. So I've only ever, oh, I remember now. At the beginning of Shadowbringers, I crafted materials that people needed to turn in for quests. For the crafting quests. I crafted those for like a week. And I made like 50 million gil. And that lasted me through the entire expansion. And then when Endwalker launched, I did the same thing, but with like coconuts or something like that. Something stupid that people bought tons of. And I was able to farm them at just ridiculous levels. So I'd farm up like 1,000 coconuts and make 2 million gil or something like that. It was just crazy. So, and then to like offset my expenses during the expansion, what I do for raiding, particularly when I was raiding in Shadowbringers, and I mean, people watched me do this. I would go to different servers, and I would see which server had the lowest priced tinctures, you know, or whatever the potion was I was using at the time for my raiding consumables, and I would buy like 100 of them, right? And then I would take them and go back to my server, and I would list 50 of them for sale at a markup and keep 50 to use. And then I would just sell them, and that would offset most of my costs. So I was basically cost neutral for most of Shadowbringers in terms of raiding. Utilize your retainers and send them out to gather mats. Yeah, that's a good point. You tried to do that, but you found it too unstable. It's not like it's something you can do every day to turn a buck. I did it once every few weeks when I needed more consumables. Gil is easier to make than you think, says Strawberry Sundays. I made billions in Shadowbringers because I flipped the materia market. Billions of Gil. Strawberry Sundays actually owns every single house on that server. All of them. They all belong to Strawberry. In every ward. It's crazy. So much Gil. Couldn't even hang on to all of it. Had to start just giving it away. And all because of this one simple trick. Just flip the materia market. Also tedious. It's tedious to look at all the market boards. Yeah, that's why it works. That's why it works at all. Because it takes a long time to do it. And people are like not incentivized to really go to every server on your data center and look at the prices for one particular object. I'm just teasing you, Strawberry. I know you wouldn't actually do that, despite the fact that you could buy every house in every residential ward multiple times over. Just buy them and then sell them back to people at a profit. Just become a real estate mogul. That's how you get to the next level, you know. You get that one bit of real estate, and then you leverage that into a second piece of real estate. And you leverage that into, leverage those things into like 2 more pieces of real estate, and before you know it, you own half of San Francisco, and you're rich beyond your wildest dreams. It's crazy. You heard I was a virtual real estate mogul? No, that'd be Strawberry. Strawberry is the virtual real estate mogul. Yes. You have a lot of Gil just lying around. They need to add a stock market to Final Fantasy XIV. Imagine if you could just take all that Gil and invest it. Strawberry agreed to give you a small loan of 100 million Gil. What would you do with that loan, Sketch? Didn't you already say that you had enough money to buy the thing that you wanted? What are you talking about? Good old Bismarck. Imagine if you made an alt on every crystal world. Oh, okay. So you needed more chances at a large house. All right. Yeah, sounds good. Best of luck. I hope you were able to realize your wildest dreams. This is your favorite trial that you thought would be cool and then were immensely disappointed. Wow. Man. That comment did not go the way I thought it was going to go. DPS seems a little low, but I think otherwise it'll be okay. Alright, here we go. Boom! Give everybody that sweet, sweet regen. Alright, come on, folks. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. Break it. Break the thing. There we go. There we go. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. No, 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 no. Don't let me get away. No, no, no. Good job. Good job. It's like I got a frontal cone AoE. Is that why I'm taking damage? Must be nice being the only mage in the party, that way you get all of my purple cards. Someone used the barrier too early? Are we already wiped and we just don't know it yet? I don't want to press that button just yet. My finger is hovering over my divination button, but I feel like it's a little bit too early. It's a bit too soon for that. We didn't die, chat. We didn't die. Things are looking up. It's all because Strawberry is so kind. Strawberry is very kind, yes. Yeah, this trial could have been so much more than it was. Big lightning bolt, nice. Big lightning bolt. Ouch. What? Oh my god. Jump on there. You take damage when you're on there. That's great. Like, reses, and then the first thing that he does, discard his res immunity and jump up on the thing where he takes massive damage. That's... Ooh. That's brave. So for the lightning, are we just supposed to not stand near anybody? Nope, nope. We're good. It's not gonna stand. Don't stand near the other healer, that's for damn sure. Strawberry promised to cut all market board taxes by 10%. Strawberry, that's really generous of you. That is so generous. I think I'm obligated to calm the other healer, right? Lightning is spread, rains are destroy the vapor bubbles to prevent AoE damage. Wind is stacked center to not get knocked off. Other healer just bounced instantaneously, so can't calm that. Clearly they don't need any more recommendations. Must be nice. You can legitimately do all of the mechanics by RP walking. Hello, Haru. Oh, really? Strawberry sundaes for president? Okay. Okay, that sounds good. I'm pretty sure nothing could go wrong from that one. You can see why this trial could have been interesting and why it was disappointing, yes. I mean, it's just like an ad fight. It's the same reason why I don't like the Bellwether Beast. It's just ads. And then more ads. And then you click on the Dragon Killers, the Dragonators, and then you DPS the boss, and then you go back to fighting ads. Alright, who's ready to do the Praetorium for the next 35 minutes? I keep doing this dungeon, and the only thing I can think about is what it was like when it was an 8-man. And it was just, you're running through that whole first section. There was this, like, mad dash to get to the little terminal so you could click on it before all of the mobs killed you. So that you could just zone into the next section. It's like the whole thing. Zone into the next section, drop aggro, do the same thing again. Sometimes the tanks would just go down to the next section, leave everybody else there at the top. And then you'd get stuck because there was no way to get past the monsters. Good times. Dude, Haru, I was just talking about that the other day. There's gotta be a way to tell whether or not everybody in the dungeon has done it before. There has to be. Look at my tiny little gravities doing 200 damage apiece. I think they don't do it because it's easier. If I had to guess, it's just easier to not do it. To keep it the same all the time. Because then if it's like, well, if you've got 4 people in the party and they've all done it before, so you're like, alright, well, I'm gonna allow you to skip cutscenes, and then somebody leaves, and then somebody new joins, and it's their first time through it, then what do you do with that? Do you just, like, make it so that person can't join groups with people that have already done it before? And if you just say, okay, well, we're just gonna always make you watch the cutscenes, suddenly it is a lot easier. You don't have to deal with any of that. Why am I hanging on to this card? There you go. Have a card. Yeah, and then if you have to watch the cutscenes, then some folks might just, yeah, they might leave. They might just leave, and then go queue again or something like that, and keep re-queuing until they get a full group of people that have done it before. It's probably faster that way. Just leave, eat the, like, queue ban that you have for 5 minutes, and then try it again. You think they should just turn the MSQ things into solo instances, says Caveman. They do it for a lot of other story things, and think this is the perfect place to utilize an NPC party. Take the roulette XP and put it into leveling or disperse it amongst the others. So you'd only do it once. I don't see why not. Just turn it into a cutscene. Just make it a big cutscene, you know? You heroically storm the Praetorium. Gaius talks to you for 30 minutes. Then you can watch yourself defeat the Ultima weapon. Just lean back, grab some popcorn. Just make the whole thing a cutscene. But yeah, since you can actually use trusts now in these lower level dungeons, this might be a good opportunity for that. Unless there's something really critical about the experience of running it with other people that they're trying to maintain, right? They think it's really important that you're able to do this dungeon with other people and not just trusts. So they continue to offer it as a way to gain experience points. I mean, they could even add like a different roulette if they really want to. They could, like you said, divide the experience points up against the other roulettes. Add a new roulette, leveling roulette 2, you know. Let's get creative. We can do this. Squaresoft has a lot of years of experience designing these kinds of things. The Iron Giants. You think the penalty is shorter? I think the penalty is shorter. If I had to guess. Oh, that red mage is all decked out in the Magitech stuff? Is that what that is? The green glowing things? This boss is so cute. I love his mechanics. They're just so straightforward. It's kind of like the first boss in the game, the one in Sistasha. The very first boss that you fight in a dungeon has like one mechanic, which is a point-blank AoE. That's all he does. When do red mages get emboldened? Sorry, Bard. You're not close enough to get my heals. There we go. There you go. Just move in a little bit. Thank you. It's awfully nice of you to do that. Perfect. Emboldened is one of the earlier ones. 58, maybe early 60s. Okay. Because I don't see them using Emboldened right now. So it's level 50, you don't have that. But I have Divination. I guess they just don't want you to be able to stack too many damage increasing buffs at the same time at this point. So they don't give folks the class utility they later get. no, my suit of armor! Just kidding, you can't hurt me. Turn this into a really big story solo instance with NPCs, and turn MSQ Roulette into all the final story trials and final dungeons. Sounds like fun. Just like make one big 4-hour dungeon. Really big story solo instance. I think you gotta break it up. I think stories, solo instances are, I think that's a good approach, personally. All at once? Maybe a bit much. Yeah, yeah, that sounds good, Haru. I think that could work. But what would everybody do with no MSQ roulette? Can you really ask folks to adjust to a change that's that dramatic? MSQ Roulette only have other players help with Ultima, who rejoice and shout to the heavens and no longer getting Praetorium in your Mentor Roulettes. Mentor Roulettes, look at this person. This guy, caveman, with all those commendations. Must be nice. Mentors in their commendations. I think I still need another 2,000 commendations or something like that to get to open Mentor Roulette. What's the requirement these days? It goes up every expansion, right? So what are we at right now? 3,000 commendations? I think that's a pretty common opinion. But in 2 years, you'd miss it. Oh man, I remember doing Praetorium. I really wish I could do Praetorium again. Well, you can't. Because it's gone forever. $1,500 commendations plus all role quests and all instanced content other than Savage and Ultimate raids from Shadowbringers and before. Wow. Let me think. I haven't done all the role quests. That's probably what's preventing me from being a mentor. I haven't maxed out one class of every kind. Every category. Imagine if the MSQ roulette, says Haru, only consisted of Ultima, Thordan, Shinryu, Hades, and Endsinger, just the final bosses. Just the final trials. The MSQ roulette. Sure, why not? Yeah, I don't think that there's anything super critical about having the experience of running these sets of dungeons specifically with people. If I had to guess, the only reason why the MSQ roulette is still in the game is because people expect it to be there. And that's it. Or they have more important things to do than to figure out how to remove it. But honestly, yeah, it's pretty dated. I don't think it really has a spot in the game right now. This is the only kind of content that gets this kind of special treatment. There's got to be a way that you can apply the principles that they've developed for the roulette since then to these dungeons specifically, right? And make it work. And if you really, really wanted to watch Gaius talk about Eorzea on the elevator, you can just go YouTube it. Or watch the cutscene from your, what is it called? The Endless Journey, your book. There's so many rack shots, like rack zooms in these dungeons. Does anybody notice that? Or they like... the person in the center stays the same size and the background appears to get further away? I feel like that's an effect that they do a lot. I saw them do it twice in the last 10 minutes. Come on, Nero, wrap it up. You don't even have a voice actor, buddy. Your time here is so long. For being an unvoiced NPC at this point in the game. Are you ready? Are you done? No, we're still going? Alright. Sounds good. Okay, here we go. The tank's not with us. Uh-oh. No, wait. No, the tank is here. The tank's just not doing anything. Okay. Because the red mage is not with us. Yeah, this ought to be good. This is gonna be great. You start reciting the Gaius monologue. Oh, the red mage is here. Red mage has arrived. Fantastic. This will sting. Maybe if it didn't take 10 years to wind up your big attack, it might be more effective. Once you optimize that. You wonder if voice acting would make this dungeon better or worse? Just look at Gaius. Do you feel like Gaius's scene is better or worse for the voice acting? Can you imagine Gaius standing there talking about strength and Eorzea for 15 minutes with no sound? I think that's pretty clear. I think that the voice acting, no matter how it was back in ARR, adds more to the scene. Just makes it more entertaining. It's so memed by this point. Yeah, exactly. That's right. We're robbing ourselves of the memes that we could have by not having voice acting here. Just goes to show you how far we've come, because I'm pretty sure that they would never do something like that at this point. Just have just minutes and minutes and minutes of unvoiced this that you can't skip. Unskippable, unvoiced cutscenes. They're the best. So, you forget how bad some of the ARR voice acting is. The characters are so goofy. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, the guy's VA is really good. Everybody else is... yeah, goofy is a good way to put it. It's just not what I would expect. And don't you even think about dying. You're too bloody useful. Like, come on. Oh, man. I love it. I love it. Yeah, the guy's VA is like really getting into it. I love his commitment to the role. Right? I'm going. I'm clicking on the terminal. I'm doing it. You can't stop me. I honestly don't remember what Alfino's VA sounded like.
Control panel. It'll be somewhere nearby.
Back in ARR. I don't remember.
Take the lid down.
I never really did any of the raid content, so Alfino and Alize were just like a not very prominent characters back then. So I don't remember what his voice sounded like. Sam Riegel. He's a good VA, but he can have a very annoying voice. Okay. I don't know who that is.
Keep your eyes peeled. Gaius could be waiting for you down there. Oh, and don't even think about dying. You're too bloody useful. The interference is getting worse. I don't think the connection will last much.
You're too bloody useful. Guys, tell me your opinions about Eorzean politics.
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
Please, let me know. I must know.
Do you believe in Eorzea? Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit. And its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing.
This dialogue used to have options.
In Eorzea, the
I seem to
beast
recall
tribes
that,
often
yes.
summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not? Are the 12 otherwise engaged?
Do you believe in
I was given to
Eorzea? Yes or
understand
no?
They were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well in Cartano and call them down?
I don't know, Gaius. Why do I not do that? Tell me.
They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether. Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, every one. Except but this. And you will see how Eorzea's faith is bleeding the land dry.
Yeah, the 12 are too busy preparing their alliance
Yours
raids.
is unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Smoir, to grovel at their feet?
I don't know, Gaius. Why do they do that? Tell me.
The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise.
What? You don't say.
For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest.
I love his power-up sequence here.
And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak.
Do I think Gaius ever talked to anybody from Eorzea, or has he been strawmanning this whole time?
Knowing this, but a single path is open to the infinite
the way that I envision this whole thing going down is Gaius. This is like the ultimate delivery for him. He's been preparing for this moment for months. He's been practicing this speech in the mirror of his cabin inside of the Praetorium every day, just for this occasion. And now he gets to finally do it. And he lands it perfectly, right? It pays off. Tell me, do you believe in Eorzea?
None among you has the power to stop me.
This speech won him his high school talent show. There you go. Exactly. Top of his class. He was the V in the sea of Z's. Sorry, A's. I had it backwards. Ugh. Ugh. All of you Final Fantasy XIV purists must be so disappointed with me right now. Can't believe you made a mistake like that. The V in the sea of B's. There we go. That's better. Just had to realize his destiny.
Know your place.
Gaius leaked the answer years in advance, yeah. Years. Let us dance. Okay. Sounds good.
Come. We shall see if you can finish what you have started.
I'm not even healing the tank. I don't think I've... actually, I healed for the AoE damage. Yeah, I healed for this. I'll get the tank a card. There you go. Get some extra damage there, buddy. Phantom Gaius. What? I love seeing these mechanics come back in the Gaius fight, an Emerald Weapon. They're good times, man. Good times. I did Emerald Weapon 50 times. I went back to my FF Logs account and was checking out my my old rating records. And yeah, I've got 50 recorded kills of Emerald Weapon.
Eorzea is mine by right.
That bard had better calm me. I saved his life. You don't understand the significance of the Gaius clones? Well, there was that scene where we have all the different clones of the Emperor, right? It's a prelude to that. They're indicating that that's the thing. Like, there's so many spoilers in this fight if you're paying attention. It's just Empire tech. Like, there's not just one Gaius, there's actually 5 Gaiuses. From the perspective of how do they appear, they've been waiting the whole time. You know how Gaius jumps down onto the elevator? They're doing the exact same thing. They come from the same place. You know, the Gaius Prime jumps onto the elevator and gives their speech, and all of them are like, "Yeah, good job. You tell him, big guy." They're kind of like his cheering squad, and then during the fight, they pop out. And then they conveniently stand in one place the entire time and shoot you until you kill them. I graduated top of my class in Navy SEALs. I have over 50 confirmed Ruby weapon kills. Yeah, I have over 50 confirmed Ruby weapon kills too, actually. I did Ruby weapon 50 times. I did Emerald weapon 50 times. And then I stopped. Because I could not do them anymore. Did I actually get the mounts for those fights? Where is that? Is that here? They're dragons, right? Where are my dragons? Right there. I got the Innocence, and I got the... Apparently I only got 2. I got Innocence, and I got Titania, and that was it. Wow. For all of my effort fighting the weapons, I didn't get a single drop off of any of those. You did Ruby 99 times for your own mount. Your friend wanted help getting theirs, so you ended up helping them for another 50 clears. Oh my! I feel like the whole like getting your mount for 100 clears, 100 totems is they could cut that in half. They could just make it 50 totems, and then you would actually probably have 0 impact on the rarity of the mounts or the motivation of people to want to do the bosses. Why 100? Why do they put it at 100? Aside from just being mean. That seems so vindictive, you know, like, oh, we put it at 100 because we could. The boss said 200 was too much, but 100 was just right. Just get lucky and win it on your first clear. I mean, yeah, right. Just do that. Just be a lucky raider, and off you go. How many times have I cleared Innocence? I don't know if I was recording all of them. Let me see. Let me see if I can, if I can see it. Okay, so this is Endwalker. Apparently I killed Heidelin 10 times. Let me see. Where does it record that information? There's a way to tell exactly how many times you've recorded kills. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's in rankings. Yeah, okay. I have 12 Heidelin kills. I had 12 Heidelin kills for that one parse. Let me see if I can find the rest of this. That's not even what I'm looking for, but I've just gotten stuck. Go to my profile. Let's see, all reports. Nope. There's like a there we go. Personal logs. Nope. Go to my character. There we go. Stares at 266 clears of Sirio. 266. Why'd you stop there? Why not 267? I forgot I was queued. We'll have to pick that up in just a second. Hello, all hey at night. Welcome. How am I enjoying Astro? It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. This is night number 3. We're making some good progress. I'm enjoying myself. Oh, you didn't do 267 because Shadowbringers was released. Got it. But you would have. You would have continued to kill Seiryu if you didn't otherwise get distracted. The Chrysalis? Oh, buddy. Oh, this is my favorite. Hell yeah. We got 3 samurais. Look at this. We have so many samurais. You can fit so many samurais in this raid. You're excited for the Astro card rework? I mean the one they do every expansion? I'm excited for it too. This will be my first time experiencing the way that Astrologian is really intended to be played, which is to learn everything about the class and then have to relearn it again after they launch an expansion. That's the true Astro experience. I get to jump in there at just the right time. I'll get to level 90. I'm guessing like a week before the expansion launches, so I'll just become just familiar enough with all the mechanics to then have to relearn them. This is my favorite part. Alright everyone, it's time to go run face first into a bunch of balls. Here we go. You ready? Oh my god. Oh yeah, no, that's exactly how this fight goes. 100%. I'll be very surprised if we get to the second phase and people know what to do. I mean, I didn't remember what to do in this fight. I did this just the other day, and I was thinking to myself, how do I do this? So I immediately jumped in one of those towers. Well, not immediately. Four or 5 people died to the first tower. I died to the second one. Let's just say that. Wasn't an immediate death. Making good time, though. Ooh. Oh! Samurai ate that gigantic beam right to the face. Nice job, nice job. It's okay, I got your back. That guy on the other side of the planet. That other samurai needs some healing. I don't think any of the healers are near him. Just use Mana Ward? Yeah. I like it. Why not? Just do that. I like seeing this spear here for 2 minutes on that guy. That's good. Feels good. Feels right. I hope the machinist survives. I was just about to heal him, I got sucked back in, so I hope he's okay. He's way over there. We did it! The secret to doing that fight is 3 samurais. The more samurais you can pack into this bad boy, the better. He actually LB'd the heart. I was really happy to see that. Standing stuff is the best. Yes, that's true. There is a trade-off to be made. You have to think about whether or not taking the damage is worth the lost uptime, right? Thank you for the follow. Everyone survived pretty well. Yeah, exactly. Nobody died. We all beat the astral tear. It was like an ideal chrysalis almost. Black mages are magic turrets for a reason. Yep. They deal lots of damage. All right, so let's see. All bosses, and oh, here we go. I have to see how many times I've killed innocents. So I go to Shadowbringers. I go to Trials 1. There we go. You can't see what I'm doing. That's intentional. I don't want to embarrass myself. It says I've only killed it 41 times. Well, I know that's not true. But no, that's not true. Yeah, but there's only 41 recorded kills for innocents on my logs. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. 14,000 DPS. Ooh. 15,000 DPS. Man, what an absolute black mage god. Did you know if you do any status effects like buffs when you get sucked into the ethereal tear, it amplifies them and makes them last a much longer duration? Yep. Yep. I was trying to get the regen off on people before we got sucked in, but I didn't quite get the spell off in time. That samurai got kind of lucky because I was able to cast the card on him before he got pulled into the tear, so he ended up with that 2 minute 6% increased damage buff. You got the Hildebrand trial with 3 bards. I haven't done the 90 Hildebrand trial, so I don't know what that is. Is that just fighting Gilgamesh again? Alhea says, my main isn't Al-Ra on Ether. I do have a meme Lala named Mini Ballo Death. She's a Reaper / Dark Knight. Nice. Nice. The Angie Lizard. The Dragon's Best Friend title. Very good. Is it Pogfish or Fish Pog? I don't know. I don't know. I don't use BTTV. Or Ranker Face Z or 7TV or whatever plugin is du jour. I just use vanilla Twitch all the time. Every day. It's Fish Pog. I'm pretty sure it's Fish Moly. You removed all of those when Twitch Korea's services officially shut down. You wonder if eventually they'll shut you off from viewing in general. You mean in Korea? Do you think they'll actually get to that point where they just turn off the ability to view streams on Twitch? Ooh, Sunken Temple hard. Yet another dungeon that I have not done in 2 years. This ought to be good. Very illustrative. You hate this dungeon? What? It's always a good experience when the people in your group have like RP strings for everything that they do. You know it's gonna be a good dungeon run. No! Cracked Karn face, don't get me! Yeah, attack that guy. Come on, where's your provoke macro? I want to see more of that. You make sure you've got the Yu-Gi-Oh macros for every card skill on your hotbar. That's right. I need to get into the Seto Kaiba mindset when I'm playing Astrologian. You're right. You're a second-rate black mage with third-rate DPS. There was this this tank takes a lot of damage. There was this guy that was dueling Seto at some point. And he took like some kind of hostage. And Seto said something along the lines of, "You think that's gonna stop me?" And the guy responds, "Well, only if you care about banishing this person's soul." And Seto's response is, "As the owner of a corporation, I have to do that every day." And he proceeds to just fight the guy. "As the owner of a corporation, that's just part of my job. You fool!" I love that guy. How do we fight this boss? I don't know. Here, I'll just use this just in case things happen or need to happen. Oh, do we just DPS him until he falls apart, and then we win? We win the game, basically. Ugh! Wait, Seto threatened to delete himself if Yugi didn't let him win? I don't remember that part. The core is destroyed. Did we win? Are we done? Nope. Still gotta fight this guy. When Cyberpunk 2077 released, says Strawberry Sundays, I had a res macro that was, wake the fuck up. We've got a boss to burn. Ooh, I like it. That's in your face, edgy. You know? Catches people by surprise. Really makes them think about the mistakes that they've made. You're a third-rate raider with a fourth-rate parse. Oh, I love it. Seto Kaiba. The best. During Duelist Kingdom Arc, he threatened to jump off a castle wall if Yugi attacked him for a game. Wait, that was the Pegasus arc, right? I don't recall that particular piece. How do you take so much damage? How? How is that possible? I don't know. But you got a regen and a shield now, so you're good to go. Listen, I need to just DPS. You're cutting into my gravity uptime, alright? I like the Pegasus arc. That was always pretty fun. I also like how in the show they build up what's the name of the guy that requires 5 cards to summon? The legendary cards that Yugi pulls on Exodia? Thank you. They like build up Exodia as like this huge thing, and then they just throw Exodia, the Exodian cards right into the ocean. Are you kidding me? Are you? Yeah, that was great. Like, Yugi summons Exodia to defeat Seto Kaiba, and then on the trip there, they just take all the cards and throw them into the sea. Well, I guess there goes that guy. Hope he didn't want the Exodia cards. But they spent so much time building up to Exodia. I guess they couldn't balance the show around the fact that Yugi could just summon a legendary monster anytime and instantly win every single match. They just had to make it a bit more dramatic. Oh, I'm being attacked. Sorry, Yugi. You gotta earn that card back. Those cards. Yeah, just throw them right into the ocean. It's very anticlimactic. I was looking forward to seeing him actually use it on people. And they just got rid of it. She's lost count of her needles. She's the world's fastest counter. Counts to 100,000 in like 6 seconds. first arc is bonkers and dumb. Yeah, it is bonkers and dumb. You got the biker guy that has the American flag do-rag, right? Whose name I don't recall. Valentine, I think? May? That's May. May shows up, right? May's I think she becomes a main character eventually. Bandit Keith. Yes, Bandit Keith. That guy, yeah. The biker with the do-rag, the American flag do-rag. The token American. Blonde jackass with a big mouth. Bandit Keith, man. The guy that threatened Pegasus with an invisible gun? Yeah. It was invisible by the time 4 kids had their way with it. What about the one guy in the Duelist City arc? One of those rare hunters, the guy with 50 million copies of Exodia. So I didn't watch that arc. I basically stopped after the Pegasus arc. I never got to see Duelist City or whatever it's called. Yeah, Duelist City, where Seto Kaiba sets up the giant tournaments. But I did, even though I don't remember them, I did watch every single episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Which was hilarious. That show is just out of this world. It's crazy. You playing Yu-Gi-Oh! on a bike, on like a motorcycle as you race around a racetrack. And then at the end, you're like, it gets so crazy because there's like people riding race cars, not race cars, like the motorcycles up ziggurats and stuff like that in outer space. It's just, it gets really weird. Jack Atlas, the master of faster, the sultan of speed. That's the one. That's the one. Like I said, do I remember anything about that series? Basically, no. But I do remember that I have seen every episode. The Duelist City arc was peak Yu-Gi-Oh! I should go back and watch that. The Master of Faster. The Sultan of Speed. Jack Atlas. I thought 5Ds was entertaining. Had a good time with it. It's like harmless fun is how I would describe it. I watched the Miztech video guide for this dungeon when I did it for the first time. No! I've got the curse of the mummy! Don't curse me, man. Nice job, team. Good work. Remember Phantom Kaiba that turned out to be an evil fat clown? I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. That sounds very in line with the fantasy, the story that they told. I like how they just made up their own rules whenever they wanted to. I mean, there's an actual game that exists now that you can play with real rules. But I always felt like in those episodes, you know, it was like they're playing their card match, and Yugi is, you know, on his last HP, his last hit point, and then he says, "Oh man, I just drew this card that you've never seen before that has a mechanic that I'm going to tell you about right now that turns everything around for me," and then boom, I win instantly. That's just, that was, I felt like that was the whole thing, and man, it worked every time because it was super fun. The tabletop simulator of Yu-Gi-Oh! With the rules of Duelist Kingdom. There's like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Online game now that you can play. The game is crazy. I watched some people play it, and just the stuff that you can do is just like, what? I can't comprehend. Play this card, sacrifice that card, so I can synchro summon this card, so I can sacrifice that card, so I can dual summon this other thing, and then I sacrifice that so I can search my deck, and then I can macro summon the big dude who does 10,000 damage instantly win the game. It's madness. Madness. Master Duel. That's the one I think that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah. I think it's Master Duel. It's crazy. Like, I can't even follow it. The people that play it are great. It's super fun to watch, but I basically just have to sit there and accept that things are happening, and then somebody wins. Or things are not happening, and then somebody loses. Used to play Duel Links because there was nothing better. But that thing is worse than a gacha? Why? Is it because of how difficult it is to get cards? Sometimes I go back and watch my VODs, just to make sure that everything looks and sounds, continues to look and sound good, right? To like check the stream quality and stuff like that, do a bit of quality control. And I like randomly click through it, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is the time I was talking about playing Final Fantasy XI, right? For an hour, I was talking about playing Final Fantasy XI. Okay, so this is the time I was complaining about this mechanic in Final Fantasy XIV. This is the time I was complaining about this mechanic in Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, this is the time when I was talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! For 2 hours. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it's good times. Speaking of Exodia, Exodia is in my party right now. We did it, we found it. Yeah. We actually do live in a simulation, and this is evidence right here. Slash comfort. What do we say? No, that's not a thing either. Slash something. Slash soothe. What is the emote, chat? What do I need to do? To get rid of misery. What is the emote? Quick, I need somebody to look it up and tell me what it is. I'm too lazy to discover it myself. I think it's... Wasn't it slash hug? Something simple like that? Slash comfort? I tried it, said it didn't work. Maybe you know what I probably did? I probably did it when the effect had already worn off. Hello, Rune. Thank you for the compliments. Alright, so slash comfort. Nope. Nope. Is he too far away? There we go. Ha! You have to be in range. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Has a really short range, apparently. If you're not in range, you don't get it. I like how our red mage is burning embolden on the eggs. I think that's good. Gets us through those eggs faster. I mean, I use divination on stupid shit all the time, so it doesn't really matter to me. It's just funny listening to the sound effects that happen. We're right next to the boss, so I thought, might as well save it. Whoa! Whoa! No, Exodia! Oh no. Exodia, please come back to us. Well, I wasn't paying attention. I've got like a tiny little sliver of space to stand here. That's fine. We'll be okay, don't worry about it. Who's worried? Nobody. What's happening? Sorry, Red Mage, but the machinist has to get all the cards now until your debuff wears off. That's just, those are the rules? It's the way it goes, man. Man, that... Did you see that machinist like run all the way across the map to go put that thing in a corner? I love it. I love it. That's the kind of commitment to mechanics I like to see. Exodia got thrown off the boat. No! Come back to us. It happens, man. It's the way it goes. People have... They're jealous of your Exodia, and they take it from you and they toss it into the ocean. Oh, we're not... Okay. Alright, cool. We can't go down that way. It's like, why are we stopping here? The answer is actually, because we can't go further. What are you talking about? You're crazy. punish you for dying, now you get a melee card. Again, I don't make the rules. That's just the way it is. Exodia got obliterated. The Void Monk is coming for us. Quick! That's such bad timing, man. Yeah, I'm not even really healing the tank. That's my favorite part, is when I get some tanks that I don't even have to heal, just DPS the entire time. I can just mindlessly Malefic, and then every now and then I press my card draw button, like this. Boom. Redraw. Try to get a purple one, get a blue one instead, give it to the machinist. You wish they were more punishing with the mechanics here if you don't pull them into the light. This is hard. I think it's punishing enough as it is. It makes it take more time. You saying you want it to take even more time? I think the benefit is, like, you save not a non-trivial amount of effort by actually pulling them into the light, which is nice. Alright, let's see if Exodia makes it through this fight. This fight actually used to have mechanics too. It doesn't have mechanics so much anymore, but it used to. You used to actually have to grab these things to help you with your elemental resistances. You used to actually be worried about the ads and stuff. Doesn't really matter anymore. I guess it matters if you have a giant rock land on you. Then it matters. Yeah, these ads used to actually be meaningful. No, my earth resistance. Oh god. Is that guy Vercuring? I like the commitment. Thank you. Don't worry. We're good. They're trying their best. That's right. I appreciate it. I appreciate that the red mage cares so much about my health that they're trying to keep me alive. That means something, you know? It means something. I'm actually hitting more than one thing with this? Nope. Yeah, when the mob hitboxes are so big that you can't properly AoE, it gets a little annoying. There's a pull in the burn, which is really bad for that. It's like just before the last boss. There's some packs of giant caterpillars and things that are just enormous, huge, and they just don't overlap well. And as a black mage player, I hate it. Because I'm trying to hit things with my flares and or my fouls and nothing's going off. Or I'm missing half the pack because it's too big to actually fit. The last one with the giant worms, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. When you're out in the desert, and there's big worms and big birds and just big chunky everything all out there. I'm saving my DPS cooldown for the last boss because I can. They just try to get put to sleep? I saw somebody resist sleep just there. Do these things sleep you? Try using Summoner Heal to help keep healers alive, and it does negative healing. Yeah, Physic is just useless. That Verkeer actually healed me for like 2,500. It's non-trivial damage, but the Physic's like 200. Why even bother? You're better off continuing to DPS the boss and trying to reduce the amount of time that you have to continue to fight, basically. That's the alternative there. Just remove it from them. It's a bit of a trap button, right? Like, there's not a really good reason to press that button. We lost our red mage. Well, that's unfortunate. They were watching the cutscene and then they got disconnected. Exodia once again tossed into the ocean, lost in the sea. Poor Exodia. Used it when your tank died mid-dungeon. You were trying to keep the healer from getting squashed. Yeah. Yeah, I still think it's probably better to try and kill things. than to try to heal in that case, but yeah. It's probably better if you just pretend that that button doesn't exist until they do you a service and either make it usable or take it away. It's kind of like Scathe for black mages. The only time you would use it is in Deep Dungeon. It's actually true for Physic too, I guess. The only time you ever use Scathe is in Deep Dungeons. Solo Deep Dungeons. The rare 1 in 3 million chance that you use Scathe. There is another situation in which you use Scathe, and that is to, like, when the boss is about to die, and you're casting the actual last spell in the fight, right? You cast Fire 4, boom. Boss dies as you cast Fire 4, you press Scathe, you get another 2,000 damage in there. You're like, Fire 4! You see those big numbers pop up, boom, 100k. And then you're like, Scathe, boom, 2,000. Yes. And then the fight ends and you... That's your 100 percentile parse because of that one spell at the end that nobody else remembers to cast. And you've also been... You've had your auto attacks turned on the whole time, so you've also been meleeing the boss, which nobody else does as a caster, right? They always forget to turn on their auto attacks. You should always do that because you get way more damage. Just sit up in the melee range with the rest of the melees, and then just insinuate yourself into all of their safe spots in their positions, so you can make sure you get maximum auto attack uptime. Gigolian, thank you for that raid. Welcome, folks, from Gigolian's chat. How's it going tonight? It's great to have you. For those of you that are new here, I am the Sharply Dressed Man. We're playing some Final Fantasy XIV. We're doing some Lost City of Amadapur hard mode. I'm healing. We just lost our red mage, who is DC'd. We lost Exodia. We no longer have Exodia. Let's give that to myself. That to you. Press that button. Oh, we can't do this mechanic because we don't have 4 people. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because he can't stop it from happening, so it's fine. It's fine. Everything's gonna be okay. Hello, Anna Banana. Hail and well met, everybody, from Gego's chat. How was your stream, man? Did you discover any cool things in Dave the Diver? There's been DDoSing going on lately. DDoSing of Final Fantasy. Stream is great. The cutscenes are hilarious. You helped some sea people. Sea people. Oh, I see. Okay, got it. You helped some sea people. Killed a big shark. You started a fish farm. That sounds fantastic. Sounds like you're having a great time. Alright, so as I established, we cannot do anything about this mechanic, so just have to sit there and watch her... Is it a heal? What does that thing even do? Healing potency down, uh-oh. Oh, hell. They need to be inside the circle? Yeah, we only have 3 people, and there needs to be 4 people inside the circle. For us to do that mechanic, we need the person that's DC'd to be here. What are you people talking about? What are you people talking about in my chat? You people. Alright, let's see. Commend the machinist. Nice job. Well done, team. Did the pet drop? Nope. Joining a PF Savage party and convincing them they need to give you the Samurai's melee spot because you need the Astrolabe uptime. Exactly. That's right, Sketch. That's right. That's right. It's the missing piece to really getting those really high parses, right? If you're talking about Black Mage, the missing piece to getting really high parses, enabling auto attack and making sure that you cast Scathe is the last possible spell. So you get that extra, like, 2,000 damage kicker at the end. Right. All together, if you add those all up, it's like you cast 1 more Fire 4 over the course of the whole fight. Right? Yeah? Like, 1 more Fire 4 is pretty good. He meant see people. Like you people, except sideways. Oh, okay, got it. Helped out some sea people. Yeah, that game looks like a lot of fun. Did you find any more giant, like, underwater monstrosities that are waiting for you down there? Wanderer's Palace hard mode. Oh yeah. Let's go. Haven't done this dungeon since yesterday. Not yet, but you're sure you'll get there eventually? Yeah, I think so. I saw that little bit where there was the giant eyeball just came out of nowhere and then swam away. That was scary, man. That run was atrocious? What happened? Tell me all about your atrocious run. Oh, last night's Wanderer's Palace. Oh, that one. I mean, I did more than 1 run. That's why I thought you were talking about something else. I did like 3 runs of Wanderer's Palace yesterday. But the, I think I know the one you're talking about. The one where the tank didn't know you needed to pull the last boss out of the flags. That was exciting. That was really exciting, because it was like, well, You know, I kind of needed something to really keep my attention, and then, you know, doing that, being what appeared to be an undergeared tank, because that tank took a lot of damage. A lot. And then doing all of the boss mechanics wrong. That's a really quick way to test out your limits as a healer, I think. The final boss fight gave you nightmares. You wake up in a cold sweat. It's 4 a.m. No, pull him out of the AoE. Sitting bolt upright in your bed, only to realize that the Final Fantasy XIV can't hurt you. It's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. Don't worry. I like doing the dungeons where I have access to Celestial Opposition and Collective Unconscious. This is actually going much better. We're killing the spears, yeah. Killing the spears, doing the boss mechanics, it's pretty chill. Doing most of the boss mechanics, it's pretty chill. I had a salad for dinner. And I am starving. I'm so hungry. Clearly I needed to just put more salad dressing on my salad. Not enough dressing. Whoa. Whoa! Whoa! I'm a little sad that Exodia had to leave the last dungeon. It looked like they were having a little bit of issue, like some issues as we were going through that dungeon, and then they finally had to disconnect at the end, which was unfortunate. And man, I feel like the AoE on my healing spells should be a little bit larger. That's all I'm saying. It should just be a little bit larger. I keep getting outranged by my tank. The spire. Alright, there we go. Did that to the bard. So if I play the spear right now, oh, it does. It does mess up your little roulette wheel at the top there. Huh. Huh. Just slides in. Yeah, there's nothing worse than getting DC'd right before the last boss. And that person needed that dungeon, too. It was their first time through it. They DC'd while watching the cutscene at the last boss. So now they have to do it all over again. So that person knows what's going on. They're running into every single standard. I love it. Just get them all. Run into all of them. It's totally fine. Oh, I got the damage up one. That's the red one. The red one's damage up. Do it. Get it. Hey, Angelus. Angelus, thank you for that raid. Thank you. How's it going tonight? I'm busily sucking up all of the damage up buffs from my party. Welcome, raiders from Angelus Demoness's channel. Hope you had a fantastic night so far. If you're new here, hello and welcome. I am the Sharply Dressed Man. We're playing some Final Fantasy XIV tonight. Doing some Astrologian leveling. No?
It is going very well. I hope you're having a wonderful night.
Thank you, Angelus, for the 43-month resubscription. Welcome back. Thank you for the 43 months. Glad to hear it. It's good to hear. Yeah, things are going pretty well. I haven't let many people die tonight. Not many. But a few? No more than could be avoided. Although I haven't done the electrochemical research facility yet, so there's always a chance for that. An acceptable amount, that's right. There have been an acceptable amount of losses so far tonight. Are you perchance another enjoyer of the wonderful game of Tank Limbo? Depends. Depends on what's going on. I don't like my tanks exploding, so I tend to... I mean, if I have Essential Dignity up, then yes. Clearly. That's just what you do. It's like the rules of the game. Have to do it. You're obligated to do so as a Astrologian. Have I been changing the fluids every 30,000 malms? The Chocobo extended warranty. Oh, really? I'm so glad you brought that up, because I don't think I've been taking care of my Chocobo to the standards that it has become accustomed, you know? Just another night in Wanderer's Palace hard mode. I did this dungeon 3 times yesterday, and now we're doing it again today. It's almost like there's a thing, some rewards you can get from doing this dungeon. You can use your code Angelus for 15% off? 15% off my Chocobo's extended warranty? What? Angelus, that's great, man. Congrats on the sponsorship, by the way. That's exciting. Yeah. Geico Chocobo warranty. Your record is 17. Wow. Struby, thank you. Strawby? Strixwoody? I like Struby. Sounds like fun. I did this fight yesterday with a tank that was relatively new, and we stood in every single standard. All of them. We did the whole fight standing in every standard, fighting every ad, taking every AoE. It was very exciting, let me tell you. Yeah, don't even bother moving him out. Give him his damage up buff. Give him his defense up buff. Doesn't matter. We've got this. The fight lasted for probably a good 6 minutes. I don't think we had any deaths though, which is honestly shocking. Was I actually healing the Doom debuffs? There's a Doom debuff in this fight. Nobody died, so man, I was doing a great job. I honestly don't recall healing anybody specifically to heal Doom, and we made it, so hey! It all works out! Great. Hello, Everyday Adam. That boss was so buffed. He was something else. He was something else. That was great. That was very exciting. Angeles, what were you up to today, man? Attend a welcome message here. You lack emotes? Sorry to hear that. I'm using my imagination to imagine your welcome message from Angelus's chat. I'm having a wonderful night. Thank you. I'm level 68. We've gained 2 levels tonight. We're averaging right around 2 levels a night. So, at this pace, what's that? Another 16 days? No. 8 days? Wait. What's that? 22? 11 days. I was way off. Another 11 days, and we'll be at level 90. So yeah, we should be level 90 a couple weeks before the expansion drops. Maybe I can dip my toe into a little bit of raiding. 1 more until the nice number. That's true. You're Wuthering Waifu. Oh, yes. Yes, that's right. 99% free to play, huh? Is there like some kind of really screaming deal that they give you? Because I've seen several people advertise their streams as 99% free to play. So there's got to be like a 1 cent deal that gives you a bunch of pulls or something like that, right? You hoping to get through Endwalker before Dawn Trail? I believe in you. You can do it. You can do anything you set your mind to. Like this tank has set his mind to pulling everything in line of sight. Giving me a heart attack. Set his mind to it, did it. I mean, he's honestly doing fine. Not that bad. I'm exaggerating for effect. And now he's gonna die. And now he's... There's the Super Bowl line. It's fine. It's fine. You would have been okay. I'm just kidding. I wasn't gonna let you die, man. Listen, I got all these super cool tools that I can use to keep you alive. You think I'm gonna actually let you die? What? Get out of here. Despite your every effort to do so. You've never played this game? Is it any good? I describe this game as being probably the best MMO on the market at this point. If you're into MMO games, this is probably your best bet. Although, to be fair, I haven't played World of Warcraft in like 4 years, so it might have gotten way better and I just was not aware of it. If you're into like very character-based storylines and JRPGs in general, then it's hard to go wrong with this game. It's actually quite good for that. Which direction is he going to go? Ooh, saved him. Saved him. Got that monk. Is he still standing in the poison? Did he stand in the poison that whole time? I'm gonna let him die next time. Dude, what? What's wrong with you? You gotta learn. You gotta learn. If you're gonna stand in the poison, it's not good. It's just not good for you. Don't do that. I'm pretty sure he stood in the poison the whole time, because he was continuously taking damage. All I know is I'd better be able to count on that guy's commendation at the end of this dungeon. Oh, hell. Oh, that was a bad time for people to take a bunch of damage, man. What? Oh, he stood in the AoE. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Well, you get what I can give you. For some reason, the 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 dungeons don't give as much experience as the normal dungeons. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. Another moon? How about we get another whatever that is? Is that a full moon? Let's get a crescent moon. How about that? Sounds good. Oh, we're still going, huh? We're still going. Okay, you're very confident. I see. I see that. I see that. Because they're at the level cap for the content? Okay. Is that an excuse for it to give less experience points? Is that a good reason for it to do so? Alright, here we go. Full send on the honeycomb. Let's do it. Is the watch event still happening? It's been quite some time. You talked about the yokai watch? I think so. I think it actually stopped and then started again. I actually just recently started playing the game again, like a week ago. 2 weeks ago. So I'm not the most up on recent events. Okay. Does the other person have the right idea? Don't worry, we got this. The soldier, I'm sorry, the gunbreaker, the monk, and me. We've got this. The machinist said, "Forget it. I'm out of here." Okay. Okay. You wish there was a way to queue for dungeons and still get the same XP as current level dungeons. Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice? Don't assail me. What? No. Just sitting on this guy's balance card the whole time. Alright, put it to good use. Kill them, my minions. Oh my god. just ate that whole thing, huh? Both of them. Just, you did not care at all for the uptime. I love it, man. Jeez, dude, that guy got absolutely destroyed. What was I saying about him owing me his commendation by the time this is done? Oh, I have to go this way. So you don't get mounts from the event, it's only minions and weapons? Let's see, some adventure plates and portrait customizations. Yeah, you're right. If you do the leveling queue and you get a trial, there's not very much experience. Yokai Watch will be going on until the maintenance for 7.0, which will be the 26th of June. There you go. You have a little bit of time left. Oh. Alright, goodbye. Don't die. If you get all 17 minions, you can get an achievement and claim a mount. You get 13 weapons and other achievements, claim a mount. That's true. I guess I just never was very interested in the Yokai Watch stuff. Personally. I think it was fine. Didn't really motivate me. I didn't really have any interest in the content at all. You know, Yokai Watch just was never something that I really cared about. And the extent of the collaboration. They did it for years, right? Wasn't there like a year-long collab with Yokai Watch a while back before this this latest round? was a long time. And then it stopped, and then they brought it back. Mayhem, thank you. Every time it comes around, you can tell yourself, this time I'll do it. Yeah, that's exactly what I get to. Like, I'll do it for sure. So I can just have something to do in the game. And then I just end up putting it off until it's no longer a thing. Smoke really isn't it for the uptime. It's great. You definitely do not have all the minions and weapons and rewards. How long does it take to do that, do you think? To get everything? What'd you say? The minions are nothing? When you say nothing, how long did it take you to do that? I'm actually quite curious, because nothing means different things to different people when it comes to that sort of thing. I wonder if I'm going to be safe over here. Probably not. We'll see. $15 minutes, okay. The first is 15. Well, I mean, the first one you get for free, don't you? Don't you get the first one for free? This guy's dead. So dead. Okay. I knew it. I knew the second he accepted that res, that he was going to die instantaneously. I saw it casting Soul Vacuum. I didn't get the essential dignity off in time. I just died. Yes. Do it. You can get it in no time. It only takes 6 months. Yeah, that's basically it. That's how I feel. when an MMO player tells me it doesn't take any time at all, I have to really like pin them down on exactly what they mean. Because if there's ever been a video game player that is like resilient to mind-numbing grinds, it is MMO players. Oh yeah, it's totally easy. All you have to do is fight this one. You have to camp in this one spot for 8 hours, and then this monster's gonna spawn, and then you have to beat everybody else to claim it. But once you do that, it's easy. You just kill it, and then you get the thing. Oh, but and if you miss it, don't worry. It just takes another 8 hours for it to spawn again. It's pretty chill. Let's see. After that, it doesn't matter if you're chasing the weapons. Okay, so what do the weapons do? How, like, what do you need to get those? How much time? You'll get way more minion tokens than you need chasing weapons. First weapon is reduced as well. Okay. Heavily depends on whether or not you have good RNG or bad RNG. What if I have average RNG? Finish a fate with the watch on, get a token. Oh, it's a fate thing? FF14 fishing windows? My patience with the fishing windows only goes so far. I'll be honest. If I see a fishing window and I get excited about it, and I look and I'm like, oh, that's actually really nice. Look at that fishing window, and oh, that fish is up again. You know, I get excited. I'm like, okay, when's the window? Oh, it's at 2 in the morning. Well, that doesn't do me any good. When's the next time it spawns? 30 days from now. Like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? How is this a real thing? How long is that GRPG? It's really short. It's only 35 hours. Yeah, exactly. 35 hours is it's actually a decently sized game. I'm more of a 16-hour video game kind of guy. With my play schedule, assuming I did only Yokai Watch events, you'd think it would take me 2 to 3 weeks to do everything. Wow, that's actually not bad. I was expecting it to be a lot worse. Because my play schedule is not very great. It doesn't accommodate things like that very well, right? I only play for... Well, I guess now I play more often. Previously it was 12 hours a week, and now it's like 16 or 20. Let me see if I stream 4 days a week, 4 days during the week, 4 hours for 3 days, and then like 7 hours for the third day. It's like 19 hours. And then on Saturdays, I don't stream Final Fantasy XIV, but that's also like a 7-hour broadcast. So I stream something like 26 hours a week these days. That's actually a lot more than I thought. You don't need the watch on to get the weapon medals. You do for the minion token. Alright, interesting. Alright, well, thank you for letting me know. I don't really like grinding fates in this game. Unless I have to grind fates with a purpose. And that purpose has to be... like, it has to serve more than one thing. I remember grinding fates just to level up back in Heavensward. There was a point in time during the later portions of ARR where, at least this was my experience, I exhausted all of the quests that I had available to me, and I was level 56. Right? I was level 56. The max level was 60. Or 50, I don't know, whatever. Maybe I was 46 and the level was 50? Is that right? Yeah, the max level in ARR was 50. So I was 4 levels away from being max level. So, like, what do? Well, you grind fates, obviously. And, there were these fate trains in... where was it? So, the Northern Thanalan? This area. This area was, like, the place to go to do fates. To get to level 50. Way back when. You just sat there and there were just mobs of people running around all over the area. It was kind of like Bosnia. except out in the open world, and you just did Fates over and over and over again to gain experience points to gain levels. If I do Fates these days, it has to be for more than one reason. I don't mind doing Fates if I get experience points and like relic materials. So if I do Fates and I get experience points, relic materials, and Yokai Watch stuff, I guess that's pretty good. That might be an acceptable use of time. Yeah, that was the best option. I mean, to be fair, it was actually still the best option in Heavensward for a long time to get to, like, to level up things, was to just grind Fates, just running around in circles all day. That's how I leveled up a couple of classes. It was so tedious. Oh my god. So bad. To be frank, there's only a couple cute minions. Alright, so TBF. To be fair? To be frank? Is that what that means? To be fair? Or is it to be frank? Am I frank? No. I'm Sharp. Nice to meet you. To be fair, there's only a couple cute minions. Who are we being fair to here? The people that do it, or the people that don't do it? To be fair, to those people that don't do it, if you do it, you only get a few cute minions. Oh, I see. If you just want the cute ones, you don't need to do all of it. Why didn't you just say that? Does anybody else here have like a really complex message or custom macro that you spam to everybody when you enter a dungeon? I don't personally, but some folks in my party do. And I'm wondering just how common that is and if we've got folks that are macro aficionados in chat right now. Is there one guy attacking the bard? There is. poor bard. I mean, he killed it. He killed it. Good for him. You like get into a dungeon, you bust it, you like crack your knuckles, right? Hover your mouse over the spam hello with cat faces button. Hello, nice to meet you, meow face. And then when you get done with the instance, you have another one that you use as well. GG, thank you for the party. 3 lines of cat emoji. Or who's it gonna be? You? You have an end of dungeon 1? What does your end of dungeon 1 look like? Describe it to us. Sure. With the class. Kill the boss just in time to stun the bard. Nice. Thank you for the party / battle. Oh, okay. I mean, that's pretty standard, I would say. That's nice. Nice little gesture. You don't have any smiley face emojis? Have you ever seen the I summoned ley lines video about some black mage's ley lines 10-line ley line macro? I have not. It's very likely that I have never seen any YouTube video that you're referencing ever. It's safe to assume that I've never seen it. This guy's gonna get himself killed. Oh, he's going all the way. Alright. Either he's gonna get himself killed or he's gonna get the rest of us killed. One or the other. I don't know which one it's gonna be. I'm gonna try to make sure that we don't all die. Where's the bard? He's not in line of sight. Oh god. Cute minion aficionados. Yeah, those are pretty fun too. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind permitting Haru. Please. Did you just eat the laser beam? How did you take so much damage there?
I'll cut you to pieces!
You did Holm Gang, so I guess it was worth it. Thanks, Haru. I'll watch it after the stream.
I will not yield to you!
Ugh. I've been unyielded.
I have the power!
I do like how this guy is actually just He-Man.
Down with you!
I have the power. Yeah. Didn't get the regen on 2 people that time. By the power of Grayskull. Alright, so I've got Essential Dignity. Don't need to heal the tank until he's almost dead, right? That's how this works. Ah! I'll check that out later. Haru, thank you for the link. Bob, kill the priest before he summons the guys. Quick. Do it. It's such BS, man. This is so bad. Just let me, for once, have something nice. Request denied. This. Oh man, it's just if you have the DPS to kill the priest, you should be able to skip that pack. That's all I'm saying. It's kind of like when you're in Snowcloak and those guys are trying to transform into Dravanians, and if you kill them before that happens, then you don't have to fight them. Right? It's easy, easy. For us, we don't get nice things.
Get on with you!
Are they still getting blasted by that chain? Man. Guys.
And now the final curtain!
I'm saving my cards. I'm saving my buffs. I'm saving everything.
This shall be a mercy. You disgust me.
Oh, stop it.
Sickness must be purged.
What do we do with sickness? What do we do with it? You gotta purge it. You gotta get it out of there. There we go. There we go. 2 ticks? Not bad.
Sickness must be purged.
Not bad. This guy was so ass beat for such a long time. When I was doing Heaven's Word, particularly when we were doing this dungeon at level, as part of like, you get to this thing and you have to do it as part of the story, right? It's part of the storyline quests. I think we fought him like 5 or 6 times before we actually got him down. It was crazy just how hard he was at that point. You thought we had to get down with the sickness? No. You see, that's just you know, propaganda, as they say. You know, you have to purge the sickness. You got to listen to the chancery, those people at the Holy See, right? Getting down with the sickness is just, you know, it's like youngster music talking to you. It's the devil music. During Heaven's Word, this dungeon was a nightmare. It was. It was. Let's do one more. Let's do a trial. Let's get Bismarck again. How about that? Let's get Bismarck as our trial. You gotta purge it. Yeah, what? You people. You people and your newfangled ideas. Alright, which trial is it going to be? Ravana? I'm almost level 70, so we can almost get Tsukiyomi and stuff like that. I miss doing Tsukiyomi. That's a fun trial. Who said Susano? Did anybody have Susano? You said Susano? Alright, nice job, Sketch. That's 3 things today. Gotta say, you've been on a roll. Keep it up. That promotion's right around the corner. Wait, I've got Earthly Star at this level? Uh-oh. Have I not been using that this whole time? Oh, hell. I should probably change that. I should probably start using that ability.
Let the rebels begin!
Four ranged? We have 4 ranged in this party? What the hell? All of our DPS are ranged. Okay, fantastic. Can't believe I'm so good I didn't even need Earthly Star. Yeah, that's how good I am. Oh, you know what? This is the first time I've done this boss with my Astrologian. The other times I've done it, I was on the Summoner. Ah, look at that. We're progressing. So that explains why I didn't know I had Earthly Star. Ah, yeah, that's it. That's it. We'll go with that. Ow.
The seas part for we alone!
I thought there was something weird about the buttons I was pressing, I'll be honest. Like, I don't usually press this button here. What's happening? I'll have to go this far down to find a target for my cards. Guess I should push this button. Divination seems pretty good.
The seas part for we alone!
Oh, buddy, you're gonna get destroyed. Sorry. It's over for you. You're done.
How our hearts sing in the chaos!
Wait, do we have 2 Astros? Oh, we do. We do have 2 Astrologians. Ah, look at that.
Wild and pure and forever free!
Red Mage is basically melee? True, true. Good point. I'll just use that as the excuse when I hand them all the blue cards. Sorry, you're basically melee, right? Go get him, Red Mage. I gave you the card. That's it, right? That's the go button.
Rejoice!
This guy takes a ton of damage.
Resilient souls, I salute you!
I'm rejoicing, alright. I'm rejoicing, gosh. Give it a break.
Earth and stone at our beck and call!
Is the bottom one? It's the bottom one. It's a good thing someone's paying attention. What's ukehi? Oh, that's what that is. Alright.
The seas part for we alone!
Sorry, man. That's it. You're dead. Just kidding.
Such ferocity!
Do you hear that? Do you hear how ferocious I am? Pretty freaking ferocious right now. Where's the LB? Get it? Machinist, do it! Blast him! Nice.
'Twas a memorable dance indeed.
That was great. That was really good. Nice job, team. I'm gonna commend the... I was gonna... Stop running away! I wanted to commend the other Astrologian, you know, because we're healers, we have to have each other's backs, but I can't commend you if you just zip out of the raid like that. I mean, I like my commands. I have 1,597. I could almost be a mentor. You miss Stormblood so much. Who else misses Stormblood? Raise your hand. You remember people padding on those stupid rocks with AoE and the person stuck in there dying? Their sacrifice is something that the other individuals are willing to make so they can top DPS charts, okay? It's, your death is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Stuff. That was a lot of fun. Their first normal trial of the Stormblood era with actual abilities that we learn how to use. You miss enmity management? Me too. I miss threat in World of Warcraft. I miss enmity in Final Fantasy XIV. I miss it. I really do. There was like a... It added something to just pay attention, right? You couldn't just go so hard on DPS without any kind of cognizance of what was happening around you. No, it's just like, as long as the tank hits it one time, they have aggro forever. So, I actually do miss that. I do. I played a Shadow Priest in World of Warcraft and Burning Crusade, and Shadow Priests were probably the highest threat-generating class in the game. because they not only did damage, but they healed at the same time. And this is before they had like an wait, no, they actually had vampiric touch too. Yeah, so you had your you healed HP and MP together. You dealt damage, you healed HP, and you healed MP for people in your party. So you generated just enormous amounts of aggro. And on top of that, you had Power Word Death, which generated extra threat just innately. So you couldn't even really use that very often unless your tanks were really on top of it. People already struggle with basic things. Counterpoint. MMOs have been around for like 10 years by the time they got rid of aggro management, so I feel like if it was okay for 10 years, then it could have been okay going forward without having to just remove it altogether. That's your hottest take of all time? You think the game's current state is largely attributed to the player base being coddled by decisions like the removal of enmity? Oh, I mean, I think the game is fun in the state that it's in. There are certain things that could probably be better. It's definitely not the MMOs of yesteryear, you know? It's like it's like a stripped down version of the MMOs of yesteryear. That's what it is. Yeah. I actually liked going back into World of Warcraft and waiting for 5 Sunders on the boss, you know, before we actually started to DPS. That was fun. That was fun. It was always fun having this like tug of war with the main tanks. And there was this boss in Serpent Shrine Cavern that would reset aggro. He was like a big water elemental, right? And he switched between poison phase and water phase. And every time he switched phases, he would completely reset his aggro. So if you were playing a Shadow Priest at that point, you could generate tons and tons and tons of aggro, and then the tank could like just pull it across to reset the aggro by switching its phases, and then you press fade to drop all of your aggro for 3 seconds or whatever, and then you continue to DPS while the tanks are yelling at everybody else to stop aggro. You can just keep going because you have fade covering your aggro for just a few seconds. You didn't play tank during Old Enmity, but it sounds tedious. It was like a skill that tanks prided themselves on. You know, I generate a lot of threat was like a legitimate tank thing back then. You had to balance out defensive versus offensive stats, so you could figure out what the right balance was for threat generation versus protecting yourself. And I think it actually came down to just trying to balance out those two things when game designers are designing bosses in dungeons. If I had to guess, I think that's where it really started to get difficult to manage, is when you're trying to say, okay, so this boss is built around the assumption that tanks can generate X threat, right? X amount of threat. Well, all tanks that can't generate X amount of threat suddenly can't do that boss as well as the other ones that can. Or you might assume that this boss requires X amount of mitigation. Well, okay, all of the tanks that didn't have X amount of mitigation, suddenly they have to do... they can't do the boss as well because they focused on threat instead, which would be a legitimate decision for them to make. So they have to like re-gear themselves, and it becomes another roadblock to people actually getting into the content that they want them to play, which is raids, obviously. Toxic tanks barely popping their tank stance in Stormblood because it reduced their DPS. Cleric stance? Was cleric stance toxic? I don't think so. Well, Final Fantasy XIV, there's a lot of that in Final Fantasy XIV. Haru, I'm looking at your comment specifically because every class is basically a DPS with different buttons. Healers are just DPS that sometimes heal and buff things, and tanks are just DPS that sometimes press shirk and mitigation buttons. It's like Final Fantasy XIV doesn't know what to do with a lot of these classes, so you're just a DPS with some extra steps. And a lot of the classes fall into that category. You had healers who were in cleric the entire time, wanting the other healer to heal. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Final Fantasy XIV, you have DPS, green DPS, and blue DPS. Maybe when they bring Final Fantasy XIV Classic. What? Jeez, man. What was that Yoshi P said when somebody asked him about Final Fantasy XIV Classic? Nightmare. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about that too. I think Final Fantasy XIV deserves to stay in the past. The original version of it, the classic version, deserves to stay there. I'm not advocating for like 100% going back to those times, by the way. They were good. There are things about them I missed. There are things about them that I think could have been changed slightly instead of removing altogether. That would have added more flavor to the game as it is. The game as it is still fun. Especially the off-tank is just a glorified DPS that can take a punch a bit better. Yep, that's exactly what it is. I like the, if I have to compare the two, I like the identity that World of Warcraft healers have. I really do. Because if you heal as a paladin, it's dramatically different than healing as a priest. There's a lot of identity there. Priests, paladins, shaman, you know. They all heal in their own specific ways. They all have their strengths and weaknesses, and I think that's a really cool aspect of that game. Final Fantasy XIV, it's like every healer can do everything. There's not a lot of... I think they got better with Sage, but it's... I don't know. It just... The healers' toolkits are like way too broad, almost. Whereas... If they shaved off a few things, they actually might make the lore actually stronger, make the identity stronger. I think the tank's offensive stances should have stayed. Some of them had cool animations. I think the tank offensive stances would have been a really cool thing to have. Yes. Yes. That way you're not just... You have something else to think about when you're not tanking. Right? You can become more of a DPS. But then you get into that whole thing that Idrim was talking about, which is you get these tanks that don't want to tank, they just want a DPS. Doesn't WoW have a job class of the expansion? People telling paladins to respect... Yeah, balance is a whole other thing. I'm not talking about balance. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, toolkits for priests and healing, and the way that you heal feels dramatically different. Like, if you just play a priest and play a paladin, right? And you can really just feel it's tangible, the difference. The balance is something else. Balance is something that World of Warcraft has always struggled with, by the way. Always. Going back all the way to vanilla. 100%. They've never gotten that right. And my personal opinion is that it's because they mix their PvP and PvE systems together. I think it's partially due to jobs being more unique. I disagree. I think balance can be changed independently of the flavor of the classes. If you're saying that it's just because one class has the access to an ability that another class does, I don't think that's true. Unless you're talking about Fear Ward in the context of vanilla WoW, which only dwarf priests had and made certain fights dramatically easier. Then I might agree with you. I'm so glad Final Fantasy XIV separated PvP and PvE skills. Yeah, it makes it so much easier to tweak stuff and experiment. PvP in Final Fantasy XIV is like where they stick some of their more experimental things. And then PvE is very, very different. And they can change them, balance PvP, balance PvE. It's two different things. in World of Warcraft, if you change the timing of Rogue's Vanish by like 2 seconds, then you throw off the balance of a whole different subset of the game that you didn't even consider when you're trying to just make a small change to like balance them in the context of a boss fight. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here for the night. It's almost midnight. It's time for bed. I got work on Friday. I'll be live again on Friday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time with some more Final Fantasy XIV, so hope to see you all then. We can have deep, thought-provoking conversations about MMO class design. Continue that then. No, thank you for being here, everybody. Appreciate that. Thank you to Angelus Demoness and Gagolian for the big raids earlier. Appreciate that. Thank you for all the follows and the subs as well, folks. If you enjoyed what you saw tonight, don't forget to follow the broadcast here on Twitch. I would love to see you all here again next time. Remember, Friday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, right here. I will be continuing to level my Astrologian on my way to 90, almost level 70. Almost there. We've almost gained 10 levels since this whole thing started, which is actually faster than I expected. We should all just play Maple Story. You see, Sketch? There you go. We should all be playing EverQuest Classic or old school RuneScape instead. Thank you, Strawberry. There are my socials. Twitter.com/SharpDressTV if you want to engage with me on that platform. Discord is where the community communicates. There's the YouTube if you want to see the rest of my content. And that is all for tonight, folks. I'll see you all Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, right here for some more Final Fantasy XIV. And in the meantime, have a great rest of your night. Have a fantastic Friday. I'll see you all then. Good night. Cheers.